Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for October. I hope everybody's well. I am going to take a second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Cancer sign out there. So guys, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse in a general reading. So if it is resonating at all, get in where you fit in. And as always, Cancer, don't force yourself into a reading that is not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Cancer? Oof. Cancer. Energy for Cancer. Thank you. All right. Cancer, you are starting with the Nine of Swords. You have the King of Swords in the reverse and the King of Wands in the reverse. A lot of air energy here telling me that you are definitely up in your head a lot. I feel like you're very worried. You're very upset about something. There's a lot of anxiety that I'm seeing here with the King of Swords in the reverse. You could be angry with somebody, but this is also an indication that you could be resisting some change here because you lack clarity in a situation. So therefore, I don't see you taking any action. With the King of Swords in the reverse as well, this is also the energy of dishonesty, feeling like there's some dishonesty that's going on and you're worried about it, you're thinking about it, you're up in your head about it. And it's kind of causing this energy of feeling paralyzed with regard to taking action. I do feel like you're keeping a lot to yourself. I feel like you are not feeling the passion for life that you normally do. And there's a whole lot of anxiety in your energy. So let me see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Cancer's energy, please. Show me who is in Cancer's energy. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Emperor, we have the Ace of Wands, and coming out together, we have the Two of Swords along with the Eight of Swords. So this person's also feeling anxiety. Now, their anxiety is stemming around a decision that they need to make. I feel like this person does a lot of self-protecting. They're kind of trying to guard their heart here. So they're thinking about things, they're worried about things, they're up in their head, they're overthinking some kind of a decision. And that decision may have to do with a new beginning here. This person could be an Aries. They don't have to be. They could be somebody who owns a business or is a position of authority of some sort. But I feel like this is somebody who is also used to getting their way. In other words, they're used to saying, you know, telling people what to do and people do it. But they're feeling so much anxiety regarding a decision, and that decision does look like it has to do with a passionate new beginning of some sort. So let's see the energy between you and this person. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. There's some impatience here. There's a lack of investment, though, between the two of you. Neither of you are currently investing in this. Let me see what's affecting this connection. King of Cups in the reverse. There's feelings here. There's love here, but nobody's expressing it. And you may feel that this person's not being on the up and up, that they're not being honest with you about their feelings. They have feelings for you, but they're not expressing them. And I feel like that's caused you to kind of pull back and you feel angry with them. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome between Cancer and this person. Ace of Cups in the reverse. You could have been involved with this person at some point. You wouldn't have to be, but there's this love that's trying to come through, but it's not. This person can't make up their mind what they want to do. If they want to have this, if they want to express themselves, I feel like this person may have come towards you very passionately, but not with the feelings and emotions. So this is somebody that is more comfortable. They like control. They like to be in control. So they're more comfortable expressing themselves physically than they are expressing themselves emotionally. And as a result, you feel like this person's not being honest with you. You're angry with them. You're feeling like, you know, that's all they want is to come in with the passion. So there's this new, beautiful, emotional beginning that is just not taking place because this person can't make up their mind what it is they want. They like to control the situation. And on your side, I feel like you're losing passion for this person because of the way they're behaving. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. So this could be a soulmate. Yeah, this could be a soulmate. I feel like there's this beautiful new beginning that's trying to come in, but it can't because this person isn't comfortable with their feelings and emotions, and that's raising those red flags for you. Let me see. Let's clarify. Why is the Nine of Swords here for Cancer? The Fool in reverse. The Three of Cups. So for some of you, this is somebody you've known from the past and you had an ending with, and the Moon. All right, so you're trying very hard to use your intuition with regard to this person because you do want to be with them. I can see that. You enjoy spending time with them, but this person is raising those red flags left and right. There's this new beginning that's trying to come in. I feel like you're not going to invest in this person because you feel like they're keeping secrets. Some of you may feel like they have, you know, that they're out dating, that they're seeing other people. You don't quite know what it is that this person is up to, what it is that they're doing, but there's definitely a lack of trust here. And as a result, you don't want to take that risk. You don't want to take the risk. You don't want to invest because I feel like you're afraid this person's just going to break your heart. You feel like they're being secretive about their activities. Let me see why the King of Swords is in reverse. Yeah, there it is, the Empress. This could be a twin flame connection or a deep soulmate connection. There's definitely a spiritual connection here, but you're not on the same page. You may be blocking this person because you feel that they are not trustworthy. I feel like you feel that that's why this isn't growing, that this person isn't trustworthy. I do have to say, as a side note though, outside of this connection, there is something to do with you resisting change. There's something you're not being honest with yourself about, and I don't feel like it has anything to do with this connection. It feels like this is for you. I feel like there's something there's nurturing you need to give towards yourself here. You need to be pouring that love into yourself. You need to learn how to trust yourself because you're resisting a change. And as a result, you're blocking your prosperity. You're blocking your own growth. So be aware of that, Cancer. It does look like it could be related to, you know, feelings of self-esteem or self-love. A lot of you guys could be doing some partying in order to avoid dealing with self as well. So be careful with that. For somebody out there, you may feel that this person has blocked you so that you won't know what it is that they're up to or what they're doing. Either way, you're feeling like this connection is not growing. It's not reaching the potential that it could. And it does look like this is a spiritual connection, but you're just not on the same page. It's being blocked, and it's being blocked because of dishonesty or lack of communication or both. Let me see why the King of Wands is in reverse. Three of Wands reversed. And the Six of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, you're losing your passion for this person. I don't see you taking action towards them because you're recognizing that there's something unbalanced here. And it has to do with this person being wishy-washy, being up in their head, overthinking some sort of a decision. And it looks like that decision is about this new beginning here, or even how to approach you, because I feel like this is somebody who tends to approach you with their wand in hand, if you know what I mean. So a lot of you are feeling like this isn't your person. This isn't, you know, where your future is going to be. you want something that's equal and balanced. Somebody who not only is comfortable expressing themselves physically, but also somebody who will express themselves emotionally. And I feel like you're just tired of waiting for this person to take action appropriately in a balanced manner towards you. Let's look at their energy. Spirit, why is the Emperor here for the person in Cancer's energy? All right, we have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Strength card in reverse. Yeah, there's definitely some things this person needs to work on. I feel like this person might be a little bit arrogant. They might be a little bit like a controller. They like things to go in their way. Could be dealing with a Leo. But you don't have to be. I also feel like this person could be having some financial issues, particularly if they do own a business. They could be kind of robbing Peter to pay Paul here. Definitely getting that same energy of twin flame. So in the Two of Pentacles, you see the twin flame symbol. So if that is the case, this person is aware that there's a spiritual connection, but it scares them. It literally scares them. And so I feel like they're failing to invest in the right manner. This is somebody who I feel like fears their own feelings. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Yeah, Two of Cups. It's a strong spiritual connection. Five of Cups. This person has some regrets for how they've withheld the emotions, how they've approached you in the past. Because they definitely do have the feelings, but they're not expressing them. Right now, they're looking back at the history between the two of you. But they're literally, so you see the Two of Cups here. The Five of Cups, this figure has his back turned to the Two of Cups. This person is in denial of their feelings. They feel a strong connection to you, but they are in denial of their own feelings. So that's why they approach you in the manner that they do, likely in a very sexual manner. Show me the bottom energy for this person in Cancer's energy. All right, we have the Seven of Wands reversed. There's that Ace of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Wands. There could be somebody else that's involved in this situation as well. Yeah, there could be somebody else involved. And that's why you feel that this person's keeping secrets. You may intuitively feel there's somebody else involved. And they could be blocking this connection because this person is affecting their ability to make a decision that would lead to this new beginning. So I do feel like this is somebody who is likely highly sexual. They're overthinking this connection. They're feeling powerless. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I see also, and Aries is very strong. I see also Gemini energy is here. This person, they overthink everything. They are trying to avoid any kind of conflict, particularly regarding another individual that could be in their energy. And they don't know if they want this relationship or they don't. They're back and forth, back and forth. But this Queen of Wands is affecting this situation in some manner. Yeah, definitely. Let me see the energy between you and this person. I will tell you they have a lot of passion towards you. I will tell you that they definitely have feelings, but they're in denial of their feelings. They could have tried to bring you in as a third party, perhaps. Let me see why the Seven of Pentacles is in reverse. Confusion. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Page of Wands. Hold on, your card fell. And we have the Page of Pentacles. So you both have other options. Yeah, you both have other options. I feel like between the two of you, though, that there's confusion here. you're both kind of confused why the other person isn't like investing in the connection. You're suspecting that there could be somebody else involved, and you may be right for some of you. I do feel like you both have other options, though, because I see new people. There could be some immaturity in the way the two of you communicate with one another. You may have met somebody recently, a new person who is like kind of got your attention. But this person is lurking in your energy. So even if you have met somebody new, I feel like you're keeping your options open. There's definitely a lot of confusion in this connection. But honestly, Cancer, I feel like this person has introduced it because they're wishy-washy. Let me see. Why is this King of Cups in reverse? Because I'd really like to know that. Why they are in denial. Because that's what it feels like. It feels like they're in denial of their feelings. Like they don't want to acknowledge their feelings. Six of Swords reversed and the Ten of Wands reversed. Yeah, you may have blocked this person because you're tired of dealing with it. If you have, you probably have met somebody new, and if you haven't, you will soon. I feel like you're not giving to this connection because you feel like this person is more problem than what they're worth. You don't want to deal with the lack of emotion, with the constant denial of their feelings. And unfortunately, this person is stuck in that energy. They're stuck in an energy where they're in denial of their feelings and emotions, and they have the Emperor energy, but they're behaving in an immature manner. They're behaving like a page. I feel like this person could be, for some of you, this person could be like trying to go between you and someone else. And I feel like you're just over it. You're over it. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome. So in your energy, it almost appears to me that you're trying to move on from this person. All right, we have the Three of Coins. You could know this person through work or something that you do for work. We have the Queen of Swords, and we have Temperance in the reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy is here. Sagittarius is also here. But there's this new beginning that's trying to come through. I feel like you would be open to it, but only if this person, because there's this contract that's here. It's a spiritual contract, and you're only going to be open to this if this person fulfills their spiritual contract. You're not going to have them giving to you and another person, or even another situation. It could be other things that they're prioritizing over you. But there's this energy of them being very indecisive, not even sure what action to take, not sure what they want, in denial of their feelings. Communication between the two of you looks like it's very limited. And I feel like you're trying to move on from this person because you're tired of dealing with all of this. Like they're a whole show of their own over here. They're definitely in need of healing. Their emotions are up and down. If there is someone else involved, I feel like that person does affect their decisions quite a bit. But they don't want to admit that either. So they may feel like they're stuck in some other kind of situation, unable to move forward. But the truth of it is, what's keeping them stuck is that they're in denial of this relationship. They're in denial of, their own feelings and emotions. So I feel like your guard is now up. I feel like you've instituted boundaries. You've said no to anything that is not balanced and equal. You're no longer pursuing this person. You're no longer going towards them. You recognize that there's a lot of passion here, but you're expecting them to nurture the connection as well. And you feel like this person keeps secrets, and it does look like they may do that for some of you out there. I also feel like, you know, you would be cooperative with this, but only if they keep that spiritual contract that is there between the two of you. And I don't feel like they're capable of doing that right now. So your boundaries are up. You're open to talking to them, but if they step out of line, you're going to whack them. You're going to take that sword, you're going to whack them. And I definitely feel like there is some other energy that is present here that is affecting their decisions in some manner. It could be a karmic, I don't know, but there's definitely, it does affect them. It may not even be a lover. It could be, it feels like it is like a female force. It could be a sister for all I know. I don't know, but there's somebody, this Queen of Wands, because you're represented here with the Queen of Swords, there's a Queen of Wands here that causes imbalance in this connection. So I feel like there is somebody that is affecting this. Somebody is coming between the two of you, because that person creates indecision. That person keeps your person up in their head. And I feel like you're just tired of dealing with it. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So that is, again, it represents an ending. You could have, this person has likely been in your energy for a minute, but it's also that stable new beginning that's trying to come in that can't because this person's just all over the place. Very frustrating. I'm sorry, Cancer. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card for you. Pulling for Cancer. Pulling for Cancer. Pulling for Cancer. All right, we're going to split the deck and take the top. And look at that, we have 11. You know, 1111 is the twin flame energy. So there's a strong spiritual connection here. And it says complicated. All right, let's see what that reads. Give me just a second. My sweet one, wouldn't it be nice if life were always simple and things were obvious and transparent? Drawing this symbol reminds you that sometimes there are so many elements to consider that it can be next to impossible to understand them all in the moment, especially when you most want to find an answer. Right now, things are complex, and only time will help you put all of the pieces of the puzzle together. Just remember, simple can also be boring, and complications can make for deeper, more mature experiences. Don't try to figure this one out. Just be open and follow the threads of life's mysterious web. Well, I don't know about you, Cancer, but if I had received that card after this reading, I'd be like frustrated. I'd be cussing at me. So, but I can only give you the cards that I was given. I can see that this is complicated. I can see you're fed up with this situation. You know, my heart goes out to you. I hope that this has given you some insight into the situation. It's a difficult read, in my opinion, and that card did not help as far as I'm concerned, but that's just me. And I tend to be a little, I get a little frustrated with my cards sometimes. So anyway, I do hope it has been helpful. If you've resonated with this reading, Cancer, please hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Until I see you guys in your next reading, know that you are loved, and namaste.